Hello Capricorn, welcome to your Astroflower reading. That's the first card out of the pack, the message from the universe on your relationship side. Lovely little message there from the universe. This is your karmic path for the your relationships. That was upside down, do apologise about that. I don't read upside down cards in this. This is the karmic path on your work front. Looks really nice as well. Let's just see what's going on from the messages from the universe on your karmic path for your money, your business and your finances. Playing smart. That seems to be a very repeating theme for you earth signs, which would be quite nice. Lovely little spread at the beginning. If you don't know anything about the Astroflower, please go down in the description below. There's loads of information about the petals, the elements, and obviously you got your books as well on the Astroflower. You'll have Astroflower on there. In the meantime, this is just basically the relationship side, and this is your money and finances side, and this is the karmic path as it runs through you and how you integrate that within the world around you. So just looking at this straight off the bat, there's certainly a lot of things going on your relationship side. You know, we were talking about last week where you had to detach your emotions, and it was detaching emotions on your material side more than anything, but using your intuition to really boss it up. The funny thing is that you've got this Ace of Pentacles, which was up in this position here last week. So it's obviously come through you now, is infiltrating back into your karmic path, as it were, on the material side. And the funny thing is the universe here is taking over the role of helping you play smart, by the looks of things, where before it was your guides helping you up here in petal 9. So let's just see what the message is that comes through from this. It seems like there's a lot of social activity for earth signs at the moment. If you've been looking at the sun, there has been some corona holes coming through, so that's helped the earth signs to feel a little bit more secure and sure within themselves. But here is a case of seize the opportunities or the gifts that is being presented to you. Don't necessarily seize it like that's mine, but it is a case of if someone offers something up, and it could be something really simple because there's only a weekly reading. We've got the monthlies coming out next week, but the very simple reading is a simple week, as it were. So it could be simple things like someone offering to go down the supermarket or the shopping centre or the mall, and it's good to. It could be a gift of some sorts to discover that person a lot better. But there is also the fact that the universe is giving you, let's just have a look what's going on that. See past the flannel. I don't know if that's, if you understand that in America, but in the UK, it's like where people talk a lot and they're not really helping out. They're just sort of like, trying to slip through, as it were. So the universe is giving you that capacity to see through when people are being truthful or not to you. So it'd be easier for you to actually discover whether these gifts are worth taking or not. So it gives a little bit more of a sort of clarification on those sort of gifts. And some gifts, like the horse of Troy, probably not a good idea to accept. So that's the sort of thing that's coming through. Let's just see how your guides here are trying to influence that karmic path. If you acted upon the possibilities of last week, it's really building upon those possibilities. So it's nurturing, so it's gradually building those relationships which you opened doors on last week. So it's a case of, nurturing, sort of, building up the house brick by brick, as it were, or allowing that tomato plant to gradually, as it grows, you know, you got to attach it to the tomato stick. I don't know what it's called. That's what I'd call it, a stick. So, you know, and picking off the what is called the hungry bits that sort of like makes the tomato plant just grow out in too many different places. You got to prune it gradually as it grows up. So this is this sort of situation here where it's really nurturing it and cutting off certain aspects which are not really beneficial to you. Okay, so this is healing. This is good. This is like healing. You know, it could be, you know, you could say, because that's the Four of Swords. So after the Three of Swords, whether you had, your heart was ripped to shreds, which you had last week somewhere, I think, or maybe not. Yes, you did. You had it in this position here. You know, she's got that there. I think it's more a case of, on this side here, he's feathering your nest. And this will make you feel like you're going through a healing process, that you're regenerating those relationships that might in the past have been under stress by the looks of things. And that stress seems to have been blown away because you have the Six of Cups here. And that stress seems to have been blown away, either by your good selves or by other people or by the situation that is around you. And now you can go forward without actually having to take on board everything from everybody else. You can choose those bits of the tomato plants that you need to groom, saying, look, I don't want this part in my life. So it's really good. So that's going to help you to sort of like build your nest and make you feel a lot better and give you that healing sensation. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. This is similar to Taurus, actually. I don't know if you saw that, but it's within you, and it seems like you have the keys that others may need. So you could be in a position where someone has a situation that they have to deal with, and you could be that person to turn around and sort of say, instead of doing this, why don't you do this? And that's where you could really help out by the looks of things. A real sort of, yeah, so it's within you. So it's the Four of Pentacles. I would agree with that. It's a little bit of a case of being a little bit reserved about when you're going to help someone, help them fully or wholeheartedly. You know, be wise of how you give your help as well. Don't try and help everybody. Which, Capricorn, you're a lot better at Virgo than that. But it is within you to help others. And it's going back to that thing that we did 2 weeks ago on the reading 2 weeks ago, which is a little bit of the quality over quantity. And I think this is a repeated message that we're gradually learning over time. I'm a Capricorn as well, and I'm learning this as well. We're always learning. We never stop learning. If you stop learning, well, you're probably close to the door. So I would always keep learning if I was you, if you want to stay here. But this seems to be this thing so where you actually sort of, you're helping with quality rather than quantity. And this discernment, which the Queen of Swords is going to give you, help you pick and choose how you invest your time, how you pick and choose how you prune that tomato plant, which will help others a lot more in the future than trying to help everybody at the same time. Let's have a look what's going on your money side, your business, jobs and stuff like that. Those sort of messages and that security and that surety that you should have gathered within your relationships last week, it may be springing ideas in you, sort of going, maybe I could apply this to my business world, to my job world. And this is where the universe is going to try and help you play smart here again. And they're doing this on both fronts at the moment. They're really like an advisor. Really, the universal messages are coming in. They're really playing or helping your guides incredibly. where you can diffuse things before you've got the problem. So if you can see in your business or in your job that there's a complicated situation that's arriving, you will be able to adapt in order to diffuse that situation for the going forward. And that sort of methodology will be really good for you. And it's going to build, which is with that Ace of Pentacles, it's going to build for a really beautiful path of getting a lot of seeds to germinate within your business fund. It looks like you're going to be preparing yourself up for a really good progression. It'd be interesting to sort of see what happens in the monthly readings next week. Okay, and there you've got the your guides trying to influence your karmic path. Let's just see what's going on with that and the messages there. Sorry about that. Just get the message as well. Strive for excellence. Okay, perfection doesn't exist. Okay, it doesn't exist anyway. Oh, actually, that's not true per se. Because within my healings, I try and explain this to people who, a lot of us tend to be a little bit perfectionist. And I try to explain to people that there's only two moments of perfection. Your first inhalation when you're born, and your last exhalation when you pass away. That's the only two moments when life seems to be perfect. In the meantime, you got to play the game, haven't you? So it's here, it's sort of saying strive for the best aspects, the pinnacle of what you want out of life in the way of business and stuff like that. Excellence. You're going to discover that if you strive, if you really do set the pinnacle quite high, obtainable, but quite high, you have the mastery and the backup of the universe and the guides around you to achieve this. This is really nice. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the guide from the who are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. So those subconscious level. Yeah, this is another word of caution in here. And I think this is a case where they're kind of sort of, and I think this comes in a little bit on the relationship side. It's very similar to that sort of side, where it's a bit like a discernment, and like you don't have to accept every single offer put your way. And I think this could be a case of there may be a lot of offers that come your way for jobs, or within your job, or within your business, but it's going to help you to choose or take those opportunities in order to diffuse those problems that could be within your business, your job, or your projects. So it's using the tools that are around you in order to play smart. Your community. So this is, the Three of Cups. It's very much, the unification of your community that is around you. So it is unifying that business, working with other people, but in a joyous way. So this is where you're going to be instant. Okay, so basically you could run this as a rule of thumb for the week. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing. If you try and apply that to your business side, I think you'll discover that actually your business will be a lot more successful. You'll get a lot more results from your business job or your finances or your projects side. Let's see how you combine these sort of two together. It's playing on that side there. It's like, you've got the success coming in. You know the possibilities. You know how good you are when you're working well, when you're doing well. You know how good you can be and loyal within relationships, honest, because you are. And sometimes it's a bit of your downfall because you can be a bit too honest sometimes, Capricorn, can't we? And not everybody wants to hear it, and it could create problems. But it's having that air of complete and utter security that I've got this all covered. Ten of Pentacles. I was going to say the Ten of Pentacles. You have everything to, you know, this is the persona that you should carry on through. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, but this will help you to discern a lot of the information and a lot of the opportunities coming up. It will help you in your relationship to consolidate a lot of your relationships that are around you and get the best out of your relationships as well. You know, let's just see what the overall energies going forward is like. You've done the work, you want the results. There should be opportunities coming in from you from the universe. It's got to be just, okay? So it's going to be balanced. So it's finding that harmony. This is what it's building up to, basically, through you. And this is possibly what you might want to feel, that you've had to be a little bit more cagey last week, and you want to be a little bit more, have a little bit more equilibrium within you, a little bit more sort of balance. So then you can, really sit back and enjoy life as well as being productive. And having that sort of combination between the two. It's definitely boding for a very balanced and harmonious life for the future in the next couple of weeks. Be interesting to sort of see how that plans out with the monthlies next week, and also see how that plans out with the energies that are coming through from the sun in regards to that. Just looking at the elements on your sort of sign, I think it's going to be as you give that persona out of being of owning it, of knowing it, of feeling of secure within your environment, that you've got everything covered. There's going to be a lot of mental stuff going on in the background for you, so it'd be good to take time out, just take a cup of tea, sit down, watch the clouds go past, allow that to filter through you so you can actually get the best out of life. And when you get the best out of life, everybody around you is going to get the best out of life as well. So there you go, Capricorn. If you've already subscribed to this channel, I thank you very much for your support on this channel. If you're not part of the Astroflower family, it's very easy. You just need to subscribe. But more importantly, is also click that bell. Apparently that's really important. Everyone keeps telling me. I don't quite understand it, but apparently it's really important. Okay? We do lots of other stuff on Instagram as well. There's loads of links in the description below. This is the Astroflower is a real tool to help you get the best out of life, regardless of the situation. In the meantime, Capricorn, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.